I will teach you lesson number 2 from Unit 12, Review. Students will use their pupils book and their activity book too. Okay, remember your homework from last time? The question was, what are the children doing? Look carefully. What are the children doing? Full sentence, remember? Super job. They are playing. You can also write the children are playing. Both are correct. They are playing. Capital letter, full stop at the end, okay? Super job. Students will be able to follow short, simple oral instructions related to work, to participate in short, simple guided exchanges, to use reading strategies to identify meaning in short, simple reading texts, to pronounce short, simple questions and statements with correct intonation patterns, to copy short, simple sentences correctly, legibly and neatly. Okay, grade 3. To start with, do you remember all of the animals that we already know in Unit 11 is the cat jumping? All the animals that the students saw in Wadi Mujib. They saw goats, eagles, leopards, right? Many other animals. Now we will play a game. The game is to complete the words. Here we have space, space. I want you to guess what's this animal's name. By now, you should know all of the names and the right spelling for each animal name, right? So, what do you think is this animal name is? Write the missing letters to form the correct name. So, grade 3, it's a cat. The animal name is cat. So, you need to write C and T. Cat. So, two missing letters, C, T, we form cat. Well done. Next. What do you think? Is this animal name? It's missing 3 letters. I want you now to think of the missing letters to form the correct animal name. Okay, let me show you the picture now. What do you think is this animal? Leopard. Excellent job. And the missing letters are L, P, R. Leopard. Leopard. Okay, so you need 3 letters L, P, R to form the animal name leopard. Okay, this is the picture. Next, this is an easy animal name. It is out of 4 letters. We have O and A. What are the missing letters? It's a goat. Goat. Super job. So you need to write G here and then T. Try to write on the line, okay? Goat. Now, O, and you have 2 spaces. So we know that this animal name is made up of 3 letters, right? So what do you think is it? It starts with O. Okay? Okay, grade 3. What's this? What animal is it? Owl. Excellent. So O, W, and then L. Well done, grade 3. Owl. Owl. What do you think is this one? E-A. Pronounce it as E. Then we have 2 spaces and another E. So this animal name is made up out of 5 letters, right? What do you think is it? Let me show you a picture. Eagle. Eagle. Well done. So E-A, G, L. Eagle. Eagle. Well done. Last one, R-O, we have only R-O in the middle. Ro, ro. It's made up out of 4 letters. What do you think it is? Frog. Well done, frog. So we start with a capital F, frog, and then G, frog, frog. Okay, grade 3. I want you now to open your pupils book, page 46, exercise 1. We already know this exercise and we already talked about this exercise. What we know is Asma and Mazen are back from the trip to Wadi Mujib. They are now at home and Asma is having the photos from Wadi Mujib, trying to show her parents the animals that they have seen. The leopard, the cat, the goat and the eagle. Here also she showed them a picture of Huda. She was thirsty because it's hot, so she was drinking water, and at the end we can see that the students are having lunch near the river. Now let's listen again, make sure that we know everything, and we will be back with some questions.
Pupils Book, page 46. Unit 12, Exercise 1. Listen and read.
Here are our photos of our class trip to Wadi Mujib.
What animals and birds are there in Wadi Mujib?
There are cats, leopards, goats, and eagles. Huda is drinking water. She's thirsty.
You must drink water when you are in the mountains.
In this photo, we are having our lunch. We like going to Wadi Mujib.
Okay, it's nice. They liked Wadi Mujib. Okay, next. Now, look at the picture. I will say a sentence. I want you to listen carefully to my sentence and say yes or no. Maybe I am wrong. If I am wrong, say no and then say the right sentence. Okay? Let's start. Okay. Asma has some photos of the class trip to Amman. What do you think? Was the class trip to Amman? Super job. No. Asma has some photos of Wadi Mujib. Super job. Let's move on. Question is, there are lions in Wadi Mujib. What do you think? There are lions in Wadi Mujib? So no, there aren't. There are cats, leopards, goats, and eagles. There aren't any lions. We talked about this and I told you in Jordan, we don't have any lions in nature reserves, right? Okay, well done. Let's move on. Now, my question for you regarding this picture here. Huda is drinking milk. Is that right? Huda is drinking milk. Well done. No, she isn't. She is drinking water. Well done. She is drinking water. Say you must eat a lot when you are in the mountains. You must eat a lot. What do you think? Am I right? No, of course not. You must drink water when you are in the mountains, right? You must drink water. Super job. Let's move on. Look at this picture here. The children have breakfast in Wadi Mujib. Are they having breakfast? Yes, you are right. No, they have lunch. They have lunch. Remember, The breakfast is the meal we eat in the early morning. The lunch is the meal we eat in the middle of the day, exactly at the time when those students eat their lunch. Okay, now I want you to open your pupils book, page 46, exercise 2. In this exercise, all we need to do is just say. Now let's see those two boys. What are they saying? You must listen to the teacher. This one say, you mustn't shout. You can tell that these are the rules that you have to follow in the classroom. You must listen to your teacher. You mustn't shout, right? Now, let's talk about some extra rules in the classroom. What must you do in the classroom? Okay, you must listen to your teacher. Think of more rules. You must raise up your hand. You must raise up your hand. You mustn't shout. You must raise up your hand. What other rules? You must have your books. You must have your books, okay? Super job. You can't go to the school without your books. You must have your books. You mustn't run. Remember, can you run out of the classroom? No, you mustn't run. What other rules? You mustn't sleep. Can you sleep in the classroom? No, you mustn't sleep in the classroom. Now I want you to think of more rules in the classroom. You must raise up your hand, you must have your books, you mustn't run, you mustn't sleep. I want you to think of more rules in the classroom, okay? Let's move on. Now let's talk about some rules at home, okay? You must help your mother at home. You must help your mother, right? And your father also. You must help. Also, you must tidy your room. You must tidy your room. You mustn't shout. Can you shout at home? You mustn't shout at home. And you mustn't forget your homework. If you have your homework, you must do it at home. You must, okay? Now I want you to think of more rules to do and follow at home, okay? Now I want you to open your activity book, page 46, exercise 1. In this exercise, we have to read, match, and write. Now look at the first 3 pictures. Here, we can see that there is a girl and she is taking a photo. Well done. Here, there is a mother and she is having a hat. Maybe she's trying to give the hat to her son. We will know more about this. Here you can see that there are 2 children running, but there is a sign that tells them to stop running. And also there's a teacher. We will know what she is telling them. Now look at the second 3 pictures. We have a boy and he is drinking water. Maybe he's thirsty. In picture 5, we have 2 leopards, 3 cats. And in the last picture, we have 2 boys who are walking, okay? These are the 6 pictures that we have. Now, let's read the sentences that we have. There are cats and leopards. Asma is taking photos. We are walking in the mountains. Mazen is thirsty. You mustn't run. You must wear a hat. Okay? Now we want to match the sentence with its correct picture, okay? Now look at picture 1. It's done for us. Asma is taking photos. You can tell that Asma is taking photos. So we write the sentence and we cross it out. Now I want you to look here. What sentence matches this picture? There are cats and leopards? No. We are walking in the mountains? No. You mustn't run? No. Mazen is thirsty? You must wear your hat. What do you think? It's of course you must wear your hat. So now we know that this mom is telling the son, you must wear a hat, right? So we cross this out and we write under the picture, you must wear a hat, okay? Start with a capital letter, end with full stop, okay? Now let's move to the third picture. Here you can see the children that are running. Now let's see what sentence matches this picture. There are cats and leopards? No. We are walking in the mountains? No, they are running. You mustn't run. What do you think? Well done. You mustn't run. It seems that the teacher is telling them, you mustn't run. Stop running. So write you mustn't run and cross this sentence out. You mustn't run. Let's move to the fourth picture. Here, what do you think? Look at the picture. I will read the sentences. Stop and write the sentence if it matches. There are cats and leopards. No. We are walking in the mountains. No. Mazen is thirsty. Yes, that's why he is drinking water. So we cross Mazen is thirsty out and we write here Mazen is thirsty. Okay? Now picture 5. Can you see the leopards and cats? So, what do you think? There are cats and leopards. Yes, it's the sentence. It matches 100%. So you write, there are cats and leopards, and you cross the sentence out. There are cats and leopards, okay? Super job. Now let's move to the last picture. And we have only one sentence. We are walking in the mountains, and yes, they are walking in the mountains. So you write, we are walking in the mountains, and you cross this sentence out. We matched the sentences with all of the pictures. We crossed them all out. We are done. Let's move on. Now I want you to give me sentences about the pictures. What can you say about this picture? Any sentence can match. I have one. You can think of any other. My one is, the goat is eating. 100% correct sentence. You can think of more sentences if you want, okay? What about this picture here? What sentence matches? Many sentences. My sentence is, there are wolves. Full right sentence. There are wolves, okay? Think of more sentences if you want. Now, what about this picture here? Think of the sentence. They are shouting. My sentence is, the boys mustn't shout. You can write whatever sentence you like, but please make sure it's a correct full sentence, okay? Capital letter, full stop, okay? What about this picture here? Children playing. Think of a sentence. My sentence is, the children are playing in the park. You can say the children are playing. That's a correct sentence. Or, there are many children. That's a correct sentence, okay? Think of any sentence that you see is perfect and full. In this lesson, grade 3, we have learned different concepts. We identified animals, we described actions, we appreciated nature, we expressed obligation, also we matched descriptions with pictures, remember the activity that we did together, and also we asked and answered questions. It's your turn now, it's the time for your homework. This homework is so nice, so much fun. Let's start together. Tick the right answer. What are the rules in a bus trip? If this or this or this or this a rule, you need to tick the rule. If it's not a rule, just leave it, okay? Don't do anything. You must sit down. You must shout. You mustn't put on your seat belt. You must put on your seat belt. If it's a rule, put a tick. If it's not a rule, just leave it, okay? By this grade 3, I am done today. I wish that you enjoyed the lesson with me. Always, always remember, knowledge is power. See you soon. Bye-bye.